You can't walk very far in these parts without being greeted with a War Eagle. And boy, do they hope it will be a joyous one today. Welcome to Jordan-Hare Stadium and the home of the Auburn Tigers. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Takes the handoff. It's Wade. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Turns it loose. Makes the grab. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Trying to find his man on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Armstrong. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Comes out throwing on first down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Got it in the middle. It's Jordan. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. To the ground with the back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun, running back on the move. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a 1st down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Southern Cal! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. He'll bring it out. It's Bean. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. On 1st down, here comes this offense. On the move, it's Kaiser. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Eight-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Now the play fake. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Grabbed in the middle, it's Kane. Got room at the 35. And he breaks into the open. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Getting set for the point after. Splits the uprights. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on first down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game, let him make something happen and set up second and short.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Out of the gun, the running back has it. At the 40, there he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. For all of the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance at USC. You got to have a little bit of the boring to go with the glitz and the glamour.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The give to the back. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score tied at 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. The give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the misconnection on third down.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
They'd be looking at a 53-yard field goal from here. Instead, they'll try to pick it up on fourth down. They'll try to pick up the first. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll give it to the back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Release to the back. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Wow, that's a really nice catch, especially considering it comes from a running back. Quarterback's got to do a better job beating that. You got to know he's not a receiver, right? It's not his natural form. They don't make awkward body catches as gracefully as some of these other guys, and it's sometimes harder for them to stay on his feet. Let him work. Get him the ball in the chest. Nice job bailing out his QB, but the QB's got to return the favor.
He'll take the deep shot, and he'll hone in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time, to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, it has gone final in that top 25 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Oklahoma rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that produced 4 winners of the award between 2003 and 2018. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. The corners are walked up tight. Power football with the run. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last one.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. And the Trojans pick up the 1st down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? 4th down in your own territory and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Softened him up with a run, now to throw. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
This is one of the reasons I love this linebacker. He is an outstanding pass rusher. He's got speed, he's got quickness and agility to avoid the offensive linemen, running backs, and tight ends on his way to the quarterback.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Lets it fly. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They'll run play action. Pressure. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Trojans decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the 2nd half.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. He's looking to pass. Going deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up. Auburn lines up quickly. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Going up top on first down. They're trying to get to it. Reels it in as he goes out of bounds on the right side for a huge play.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. What a snag by the defense. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Now they'll run it on the toss. Low man wins, and he just smashed him. A solid run there as he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
With the score, Auburn 14, USC 7.
Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Line gets set, first down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They'll open the second half on the ground. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Hand off from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And how frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. He's got great speed. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. He has the first and still on his feet. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Offense goes toss play to the right. Now, defensively, if you're going to stop these perimeter runs, your DBs better be able to get off blocks and go make a tackle. And right now, the secondary, they look like they're struggling trying to handle the run game.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Let's see what they dial up on this 4th down. Remember, they're 1 for 2 so far in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Auburn.
Come on, let's make a play here!
Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They think there's room to run to the right here. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Hey, it's important on offense in the passing game. You got to have balance, and I mean you got to be able to attack different thirds of the field. You got to work the perimeter to both sides. You got to let the defense know too that you're not afraid to go over the middle. They did right there.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Shoves back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15.
Get set, get set!
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Ran the ball on 1st down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the run. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
He took a hit as he flew it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the wideout. Finds space on the right. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter.
23 on the play. That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Auburn 17, USC 7.
Split backs here. He wants to throw. He uncorks one deep. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. They're bringing heat. Takes a hit as he fires. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it first down at the 40.
That's one of the only ways you were getting back in this game. You had to force a turnover. You still got to score twice at least to get back in this ball game to try to win it. Great stop. Now it's the offensive's turn. I need to score and score quickly.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
I feel like the defense right now is living rent-free in this QB's head. Of course, they picked him off the last drive. They almost picked him off right there. This defense doing a nice job mixing up their looks, and they're completely confusing them.
And the incompletion brings up a second down. He's looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Going to the ground. Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wide out in motion. On second down, looking again to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Armstrong. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Handoff to the single back.
And this is the kind of guy that wants the football when the game is on the line. In this type of situation, he knows if I can break off a few big ones, we're going to win this game. If we don't let them get back on the field, we got it. And he shows you the speed, he shows you the open field running ability before going out of bounds there.
First and 10 from their own 17. Leaves it with the back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Now looking for that first down on third and short from the 26. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Gets it out quickly. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Running back searching for a hole. It's a fumble. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
That's what I'm talking about. Keep fighting, right? This game ain't over yet. Like, you still got an opportunity. Does it look good? No. But now I got the ball back. Great job by the defense forcing the turnover. Let's see if we can go out and make this thing interesting, put some plays together, maybe get an onside kick. Who the heck knows?
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They'll run it from the gun. The offense coughs it up. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
It's a big mountain to climb, but the defense helping themselves out by getting that takeaway. They're scores now, but you needed something positive to happen. You needed the momentum to shift, and I think the defense just by getting the takeaway.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. They're getting this guy lathered up.
Running back, he's tackled at the 27. Brings up second down.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, the ground game. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
On first down from the 13-yard line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Second down coming up.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. The give to the left. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And that extra point is a big one, as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. After this, it'll be a wrap. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes along.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.